Hey lovely viewers, welcome to my shocking news channel. I will explain everything. Watch this video until end. Sister Wives stars Robyn and Kody Brown are caught lying again. While their story on the show said one thing, they are caught on video dancing and partying at a bar contrary to what was said in the February 2nd episode. After the latest episode of Sister Wives, fans saw Christine Brown Woolley, Devid Woolley, and Janelle Brown have a slippery nipple shot at a bar. But that gave Meri, Kody, and Robyn Brown the chance to discuss their habits around alcohol as well. One statement in particular stuck out. In a confessional, Robyn chuckled and said, "No, I've never had a shot at a bar." She seems to shudder and adds, "I've never even really been in a bar." However, internet sleuths prove otherwise. Reddit, Sister Wives fans discuss that they believe Robyn and Kody Brown have both been in a bar. One user posted a TikTok video from the Sister Wives, uncensored. Paedon user at cherry.wives. It shows Kody and Robyn out dancing at a bar. They add that they thought Robyn had never stepped foot in one, further adding she has a ton now. Another talks about Kody Brown's dancing style. They say, the way he dances by violently swinging his partner is jarring. He's going to give someone whiplash. Someone else echoes, "When she said, 'I've never been in a bar,' I said, 'lies.'" Additionally, one viewer thinks Robyn might make exceptions. "I bet she's the type that thinks if they serve food it's not a real bar. So she only goes to places that serve food." Another Reddit thread, fans brought up pictures of Kody and Robyn Brown out partying it up. Many people didn't find it surprising that Robyn was lying. Some thought she had become a natural at it. But even more shockingly, the footage appears to be from the COVID-19 era. While late in the pandemic, the footage was said to be a Tuesday night in 2022. It seems to be an exception to the strict rules of staying safe. Someone adds, "It's like she's legitimately so dumb she thinks she has all of us fooled and the show hasn't documented their lives for over a decade." Additionally, someone says, "All Robyn does is lie." As soon as she said that, my first thought was how I bet that she was the first one, out of all of them, to go to a bar lol. This woman has no true morals. I'm pretty sure this was one of the times they were caught out. During COVID, in the latest episode of Sister Wives, fans saw Janelle Brown leaving Flagstaff, as to start her dream with Meri Brown and Caleb Brush. Where does Janelle's move to North Carolina fall on the timeline with Garrison Brown's death? TLC's timeline is confusing. During the pandemic, Sister Wives showed that Kody and Janelle Brown's marriage got rocky. When Janelle was forced to choose between her kids and Kody, she chose her kids. However, the way TLC chose to lay out Janelle's move to North Carolina is confusing, without many details about Garrison Brown included. On Facebook, one Sister Wives viewer tries to sort through the timeline of when Janelle Brown moved. In the latest episode, when Janelle was leaving, she noted that Garrison, Gabe, and Savanah were staying behind in Flagstaff. As January and February 2024, Janelle traveled back and forth to see Meri Brown and her family multiple times. Seemingly, before Janelle officially made North Carolina her new residence, she was bobbing back and forth between locations. The latest episode of Janelle's initial move was early on in her pursuit of moving to start work on Taeda Farms. With her leaving, it created even more division in the family. Not long after, Garrison Brown died on March 5, 2024. Seemingly, the move may have contributed to Garrison's mental health struggles. Not only had Christine Brown Woolley moved in October 2021, but soon after Janelle and Kody had separated. This made the isolation Garrison was feeling even more pronounced. With Janelle making her dreams happen and Kody pulling away with his stances about Robyn, it made matters worse. Sister Wives star, Janelle Brown has discussed how Garrison was dealing with pressure from the world and later succumbed. After his passing, Janelle spent time with many of her kids. She traveled to Arkansas to be with Logan and Michelle for the eclipse in August 2024. But much of her time was spent gardening with Meri Brown. They later announced in September 2024 they were starting their business together. Toward the end of 2024, she showed that she was traveling again to settle down in North Carolina. But TLC was far enough behind, she had kept many of the details quiet. When Janelle was taking a recent trip, she drove Garrison Brown's old truck. He used it until February 2022, then Gabe had it. Now, Janelle is using it on her road trip across the country. It's been nearly a year since Sister Wives star Garrison Brown passed away. But his memory will certainly never be forgotten. Janelle Brown keeps her son's memory alive in any way that she possibly can. In a recent social media update, Janelle revealed she inherited her late son's truck. Check out the post and see how fans reacted. In the months following Garrison's death, Janelle shared sweet tributes to him. These days, she has no shortage of interests, hobbies, and loved ones to fill her days. But even so, she loves keeping Garrison close to her heart. After spending a few days with the kids in Vegas, I drove this old truck across the country, Janelle shared on Instagram. Willie Nelson's "On the Road Again" plays over the video. This is the truck Garrison bought when he came to live in Flagstaff, Janelle continued. He drove it until February of 2022 and then it became Gabe's. Gabe is now driving a smaller car that makes more sense in Vegas. Enter the question of what to do with the truck. It's paid off, and it has more value to me on our new farm than I could get in a trade-in. Plus it makes me feel connected to my two boys, especially Garrison. The TLC star went on to detail how much she enjoys road trips. She enjoys time to herself while listening to podcasts and audiobooks. And getting a chance to see the country on her own is an added bonus. Overall, Sister Wives viewers loved seeing Janelle enjoy herself. On this season alone, they've watched her undergo quite a bit of stress and strife. But on top of that, Instagram users mentioned how much they loved seeing Janelle get behind the wheel of her late son's truck. Comments included, "Garrison would be so proud of you. Drive it till the wheels fall off and then make a big planter out of it. Rock on, Janelle. Love that you have that connection to Garrison. As someone who's lost a loved one the same way, I totally understand how important those threads are. Safe travels. Drive it around the farm whenever you can. That's a piece of him with you there. Spread his memory all over that beautiful place. Quote, keep the truck. Garrison always loved to help you. I think his truck would be of great use, help on the farm, so it's like him helping in spirit." Sister Wives star, Meri Brown has been accused of being a predator, but what is the reason behind it? She has been working on her businesses, even more so since she left the plural family. Now, some feel that she is preying on her followers. After a decade of being neglected and looking like a fool, Meri Brown finally got the courage to leave her plural marriage. She divorced Kody Brown in 2014 and it was a downhill situation thereafter. Unfortunately, Meri was blind to what was going on. He favored his fourth wife, Robyn Brown, and spent almost all of his time with her and her 5 children. More so, he withheld intimacy from the marriage for a decade, for Meri, and she just went along with it. When he tried to do that with third wife, Christine Brown Woolley, she packed up his stuff and ended the marriage. Fans wanted to see Meri get out of the marriage because she was being used. Kody and Robyn kept her around for her income. Plus, Robyn, who claimed to be an ally, just wanted Meri to hang on so the family would not completely fall apart. Yet, she knew full well that Kody would be fine if Meri found someone else and moved on. Viewers begged Meri to wake up and move on, which she finally did, and now she has a motivational business called Worthy Up. For $30 per month, she will send an inspirational quote to followers, but some are calling her out on this. A fan posted that she steals these quotes from Pinterest and then preys on abused and vulnerable women. Furthermore, they called Meri Brown a predator for what she was doing and believed she would help women for free. Now, there is no proof that these motivational quotes she would be sending are not hers, but many who have watched her on Sister Wives struggle to believe she can inspire a new opportunity. It did look like Worthy Up was in trouble for some time, but now, Meri Brown has announced, via Instagram, that she will be hosting seminars. It is called Limitless and it is a part of her brand. Sadly, her followers have had some choice words for the reality star. Comedy show, "Sorry Meri, but you should find another way to make a living. Write the book we've all been waiting for. Spill the tea. I just don't know anyone who would take life advice from Meri Brown. She shared her husband with 3 other women and then spent the last 10 years living alone with no relationship with her so-called husband. Sister Wives star Mykelti Brown Paedon had a rough night while hosting a live stream on social media back in December. She and her husband Tony have been sharing their version of events and commenting on episodes as Sister Wives continues. They've certainly had their own share of critics, especially since they often defend Kody and Robyn. However, it seems like the family's breakdown is starting to get to Mykelti. See what happened on a live stream at the end of 2024. Mykelti Brown mourns the loss of the father she knew. As the parents of 3 toddlers, Tony and Mykelti Paedon often have their hands full. They still appear on Sister Wives now and then, but largely focus their time on building their family. While hosting a live stream about the show in December, fans asked questions that really seemed to hit a nerve with the TLC star. Many of her siblings publicly admitted they have a strained relationship with Kody. But Mykelti has tried to keep the lines of communication open for a very long time. A Facebook user recently uploaded a video featuring Mykelti's heartbreaking moment. I wish that he was more respectful, the TLC star says through tears. I wish that he showed his love more. I'm happy that I at least have something because growing up, I didn't. And that's not fair. A Sister Wives viewer analyzes the live stream. From there, a voiceover takes over and discusses Mykelti's show. While the other wives lived modestly, Sister Wives Christine Brown isn't close to Meri, but she cares about Janelle. They are good friends, and when Christine speaks out about what it was like to be in the Brown family, she helps Sister Wives viewers to understand what happened, and how tough it is for the ex-order. She leaves nothing left unsaid from her childhood in a polygamous family to her marriage and ultimately abandoning her religion. Finally, she will detail how she found her husband, Devid Woolley, and their beautiful love story which fans are ecstatic about. Bring it on. This has been long awaited since the OG3 left Kody Brown. Fans have been chomping at the bit to get the truth and have hoped that one of the wives would write a tell-all. Christine Brown Woolley was the first one brave enough to do so. Now that there is a pre-order, Sister Wives fans cannot wait for this to come out. Go Christine! Cannot wait to devour every word and learn more about your journey, story and truth. Less than 3. I am so excited to read your book Christine. Definitely going to order this. Us strong women should stick together. All the very best for your new book and new life. So powerful. Thank you for sharing your story so vulnerably. Fans also wondered if she would have an Audible and a book tour. That will all come in time, but for now, she is relishing this moment. Robyn Brown has felt ganged up on, especially over the last season of Sister Wives. With strict pandemic protocols put in place by Kody, Robyn was the only one to truly oblige. Kody deemed Christine and Janelle to be more careless. As for Meri, she did not factor much into his decision-making since their relationship had become platonic. Since Kody was spending almost all of his time at Robyn's, some of the kids developed anger towards her. They believed she had a hand in creating the strict pandemic rules. It also felt as if she was taking Kody away from the rest of the family. Now, in part 2 of the tell-all, Robyn herself explains why she feels she is the target. Robyn Brown from beloved to questionable. When Robyn first entered the family in 2010, she seemed like the perfect fit. She adored Kody so much, even calling him her soulmate. Having been married before, Robyn knew exactly what she wanted in a husband. Furthermore, she was firm about having a plural marriage. Meri was the one who actually encouraged Kody to pursue Robyn, and the two got along swimmingly. Even Robyn's 3 kids from her previous marriage adapted extremely well to their new family. As she continued to blend in, she gave birth to 2 biological Brown children. Selflessly, she offered to be a surrogate for Meri and Kody. They only had 1 biological child and had always hoped for more, but with little success. In 2014, Meri divorced Kody so Robyn could marry him and he could legally adopt her 3 children. At the same time, Meri was headed into a black hole and the family worked hard to pull her out. Robyn also seemed to be taking the reins as the head wife. The other 3 were establishing themselves in businesses. Janelle always worked, as did Meri in some capacity. Robyn had my sisterwife's closet, but it has since halted. Meri started her MLM and opened a bed and breakfast. Christine started an MLM while Janelle pursued real estate and began a fitness website. However, Robyn has stayed stagnant and extremely loyal to Kody's every wish. Now, she is under fire for her obedience and is explaining why she is the target. In part 2 of the season 16 tell-all, host Sukanya Krishnan asks Robyn Brown if she thinks she is an easy target. The simple answer is yes. Yet why does she feel this way? Robyn claims it is because she gets along with Kody. Throughout the season, Kody has acknowledged that Robyn has followed his rules, as have her 5 children. He has even gone so far as to call her the obedient wife. She said she would do what needed to be done to have Kody around. Furthermore, she noted her children were at such fragile points where they needed to have their dad around. However, she had talked to her fellow sister wives towards the end of the season about how challenging it was always having Kody around. She did not sign up for monogamous marriage. Still, she kept his rules so faithfully. Some of Janelle's kids believed she was the culprit behind them. Kody Brown has had it rough with his wives this season on Sister Wives. Christine left all of his stuff in the basement after he told her he no longer wanted an intimate marriage. Meri sticks around knowing Kody will never be more than a platonic friend to her. Robyn is getting mud thrown left and right from the older children for being obedient. Finally, Janelle has basically told Kody to F off and they cannot find a way to happily meet in the middle. Now, part 2 of the tell-all is getting ready to air. This means more burning questions are bound to be answered. Kody Brown and Janelle go head to head. They always seemed more like business partners than husband and wife. Janelle admittedly took pride in working outside of the home. Though she loved being a mom to her 6 children, she truly never wanted to be a stay-at-home mother. Luckily, she had Christine who really helped in that aspect, along with Meri, when she could. It was especially easy when the Browns lived in their single home back in Utah. Each wife had her own space in this one home, but the kids were free to roam and blend. The wives' relationships stayed solid even after they moved to Vegas because they lived in the cul-de-sac. However, they did have to make an effort to gather together, attend lunches, and go away. Once they all moved to Flagstaff, that was all thrown out the window. Janelle saw the communication breakdown and wanted to address it from the get-go. Sadly, COVID happened and this halted any chances they had of working on their individual relationships. Kody struggled with 2 of his wives, Christine and Meri, as revealed in part 1 of the tell-all. Meri and Kody have not been intimate for a decade. He and Christine have not been intimate for some time now, as well. There was no attraction, on his behalf, to his 3rd wife and she knew it. Robyn was the one he had a strong functioning marriage with, and that was because she was abiding by all of his rules. The same could not be said of Janelle, who was firm in putting her kids before her husband. This caused many issues and made viewers wonder if the couple could survive. Is it love? There's no love lost between Kody Brown, Meri, and Christine at this point, but what about his 2nd wife, Janelle? Where does the couple stand after a really rough 2 seasons? Kody put Janelle down, threatening to evict their 2 sons, Gabriel and Garrison. Furthermore, he referred to them as her children. This subject is somewhat addressed in a clip for part 2 of the tell-all, airing Sunday. When asked by the host, Sukanya Krishnan, if he is in love with Janelle, Kody says he loves her. That leads to the next question of if he is in love with her. Loving someone and being in love are 2 very different birds. Kody seemingly nods his head, but it is unclear what direction his answer is leading. Sister Wives star Christine Brown announced she and her husband Kody Brown parted ways in November 2021. Fans of the Browns' hit TLC reality show saw the events leading up to their very public split this season. On Sister Wives, now more details emerge as Kody Brown and his 4 wives sit down individually on the 3-part tell-all. During Christine's chat with show host Sukanya Krishnan, when asked about her relationship status with Kody, Brown replied, "We're divorced." However, that isn't an accurate answer. Continue reading to see why Christine Brown and Kody Brown will never truly be divorced. Sister Wives patriarch Kody Brown is spiritually married to 4 women, Meri Brown, Janelle Brown, Christine Brown, and Robyn Brown. However, he's only legally married to his fourth wife Robyn after his first wife Meri Brown divorced him in 2014 so he can legally adopt Robyn's children from her previous marriage. So Kody already has logged one divorce. Now Christine's decided to separate from her shared husband. She says they are divorced although the couple's marriage isn't legally recognized. Since the law of the in the United States only recognizes one legal spouse, this sister-wives couple cannot obtain a true divorce. Although many couples enter into spiritual unions and ceremonies to unite them, the law will only recognize one spouse. In Kody's case, that wife is Robyn. So the only divorce obtainable by Kody right now is from Robyn, not Christine. Since Kody's only true fully functional marriage is to Robyn, divorce is certainly not happening anytime soon. Sister wives celebrity Kody Brown is rather bitter over his split from third wife Christine. Although the two admit to troubles in their marriage dating back over 12 years, the pandemic exacerbated and magnified their issues. Kody informed Christine he no longer wanted an intimate marriage, so she promptly moved him out of her house and bed permanently. Kody's said publicly numerous times that any of his wives can leave whenever they want. However, he cannot and will not leave them. So where does that leave the former spouses spiritually now that their marriage has ended? Sister wives personality Kody Brown is adamant about not participating in any spiritual ceremony with Christine to dissolve their marriage. Kody says that decision and peace are between Christine and God, not between her and him. Kody Brown doesn't believe in divorce, so he's standing firm on his decision. Furthermore, Kody feels extremely betrayed by Christine. So it's unlikely he will do anything further to aid his former spouse, anything that will bring her peace and closure. Sister Wives fans recall Christine and Kody wed spiritually in 1994 and split in 2021 after nearly 28 years of marriage. The couple shares 6 children: Aspyn, Mykelti, Paedon, Gwendlyn, Ysabel, and Truely. They will continue to co-parent their one minor child Truely to the best of their ability, as well as dote on their shared granddaughter Avalon. Janelle Brown has slowly learned to find her zen. She has gone from a busy working mother to a gardening mama bear in a matter of 12 years. Sister Wives viewers have learned to embrace and adore the new Janelle. However, her husband of over 25 years is having a hard time with it all. Kody knew she was always assertive and strong, but now she is using the same energy towards him. His absurd and over-the-top pandemic rules blew Janelle's mind. Even her kids could not believe their father's behavior. He became a completely different person, so negative about everything. This is now being addressed in part 2 of the tell-all, with the host wondering if Janelle is done with Kody. Janelle Brown against Kody Brown. It was a really rough season. Kody had a lot of protocols that he had set forth for the family, some that were just too much for them to possibly follow. Christine became a huge target for disobeying Kody. Her reasoning was she had kids in different states. Therefore, she would not be able to stay away from them for as long as he wanted her to. However, both she and Janelle maintained that they always followed the CDC guidelines whenever they went out or traveled. Janelle's biggest gripe with Kody was he wanted her 2 sons, still living at home, to completely stop their lives. Gabriel was in college and had a girlfriend. Garrison had moved home after completing his time in the National Guard. He was working very hard to save up for his own home, so Janelle wanted to support this since the only thing they ever got him was a car. In Kody's mind, the boys should be removed from the home as they posed a risk to the overall family. He deemed them too social and said if his name was on the home, he would have evicted them. Janelle thought this was absurd and said she would always pick her kids over her husband. The two really started to clash when Robyn got a nanny. Kody then handed the wives printouts of the rules the nanny and her husband needed to follow. It was next level, with Janelle walking away from the whole conversation. Kody and his negative behavior. Almost every interaction Kody had with Janelle Brown, his children, or Christine, for that matter, was negative. He was a Debbie Downer, and this is addressed in part 2 of the tell-all. In a sneak preview, Janelle shares that Kody's negativity is kind of making her crazy. There are not enough details just yet as to what aspects of his negativity she is referring to, but he had many moments. At Christmas, everyone was able to gather after properly quarantining. And some testing after Janelle's mother's funeral. It was a big deal since the whole family had not been able to be together in such a way in a very long time. However, Kody kept saying he felt blue. He noted his troubles with his older children weighed heavily on him. The fact that they could not just sit down and abide by his rules really stung. Kody Brown has had a rough go of it with his children during season 16 of Sister Wives. His eldest kids did not necessarily feel like they were being treated equally or fairly. He was always with Robyn and her 5 children. Therefore, less attention was paid to Christine, Janelle, and their families. As more time went by, some of the kids lashed out even more. This included Janelle's sons, Gabriel and Garrison. They seemed to be on the receiving end of Kody's disdain for his children's disrespect. Eventually, it all came to a head, leaving both Kody and the boys wondering if their relationship was beyond repair. In a sneak peek of part 2 of the Sister Wives, One-on-One Tell-All, Kody shares where he is with his son. He also discusses what the pandemic did to their relationship. Furthermore, he discusses the possibility of therapy to get back to where they once were. Kody Brown versus his children. Viewers did not take kindly to Kody glossing over his daughter, Ysabel's severe scoliosis pain during season 15. The pandemic was a few months in and Christine shared she was taking their daughter for surgery. Kody was adamant that they postpone it mainly because it was in New Jersey. He felt it was irresponsible and he knew he would not be able to be there with them. At the time, he was going from house to lessen the chance of spreading the virus. When Ysabel heard her dad tell her to wait on the surgery, she was devastated. Since he was not around every day, he had no idea the pain she had been in. She had been struggling since she was 13 and had tried exercises that consumed her life. It was an attempt to lessen the curve, but it had gotten too severe. By the time of the surgery, she braved it alone with her mom and 2 of her sisters. She was crushed. As for Janelle's sons Gabriel and Garrison, Kody made them feel like lepers just for trying to live. Gabe was in college and had a girlfriend while Garrison was working full-time. He had finished the National Guard and was attempting to save up for a home. Janelle knew they had not given him anything, so she wanted to support his goals. Kody believed they were being too risky and not following proper protocols for the family. He felt they should not be in the home, but Janelle chose her kids over her husband. When the boys tried to open up to their dad, he was not listening, thus the rift continued to grow. At the end of the season, Robyn's nanny exposed the whole family to COVID. Luckily, everyone tested negative. Then, Janelle revealed that Gabe and Garrison started having symptoms and would go on to test positive. It was a question if this would later come up, as Kody constantly felt they were at risk. Us Weekly shared a sneak peek of part 2 of the Sister Wives Tell-All. The subject of Kody Brown and his boys came up and he did not hold back. Not good. Not talking. It's like one of those relationships where we've gotta do a lot of work, Kody shared. Those scenes were played from the season with Kody and his boys. He still maintains he did nothing wrong. He also still feels there was a huge lack of respect. We need therapy. I need to sit down with my boys and get something straight. I've gotten to the point where I'm so angry about what happened that we're not communicating. And I think they are too, Kody added. Thanks for watching this video. What do you think about this video? Told on comment box and subscribe our channel.